Where are we heading, Joe?
Vertical Cycles, American Suspension.
Well, we're going to bring you guys along for the day. I think.
Check out their shop, little walkthrough of the shop, see kind of how things work and how things are being made, and from a chunk of metal, whatever the part is, I believe.
Oh yeah, man. All right, so that's what we're planning on doing. We're going to bring you guys along for the ride. So hang out with us today and come check out Vertical Cycles with us. So February 16th, Joe and I are going to be doing a little open house.
Yes.
Right here on this patio area here. We are located right here on the pre-owned patio. There's a studio. We're getting the window art completed. February 16th, mark it on your calendar.
No midday stop for your ride or something like that. Have some food, some music.
This is what we came in here to get. Yeah, we're gonna do a little open house, and so what we're gonna do is just have the mics open, come sit down. We wanna hear how you found TR, what you know about TR. I don't know, we're just a little 5-minute thing here on the mic and show you guys the studio. And if you're interested, you can buy a new Harley here. Why not, right? Yeah. So the plan is we need to talk to Austin here, but to do basically a little something up on this patio area. Since our studio is actually inside of this, where the pre-owned patio is, we wanted to kind of do something up here. We're thinking like bring in a photographer, get a cool photograph with your bike, provide some food, you know, some food and drinks.
Have a good time, man. Little music, maybe a couple giveaways throughout the day, some TR gear and some non-tiger stuff.
It's like 2 hours, I think, is what we're talking about doing.
Yeah, 11 to 1.
Yeah.
Something easy. Midday, stop by, grab a bite, say what's up, get a picture, go about your day.
Yeah, so that's the plan for our open house February 16th here at Ventura Harley Davidson. We're staying busy, we're staying active, but for right now, we're gonna bring you guys along for the ride. We're going to Vertical Cycles and American Suspension. They're gonna bring us and inviting us to their shop. So we're gonna bring you guys along for the ride. Let's ride, Joe. Let's go.
Pulled off the freeway in Anaheim, about 3 minutes away, and we'll be pulling up to Vertical Cycles. See you there. We did pull up, race stripping them on down, boy.
I wasn't cold.
I had my chaps sitting, and then I threw them in the bag, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be a bitch today. I'm gonna fucking, Ray's gonna fucking not gonna have anything. And I roll up, and he's got thermals underneath.
I got nobody to impress no more.
He is ready, boy. It wasn't that bad though, huh?
Not for me.
I mean, it was a little nippy. When I went to your house, I was regretting it. After I got, like, once we started leaving, I was like, this ain't too bad. Is that the shorty on a sporty over there?
All right, for all of you guys that live in LA and have a motorcycle, I don't know how you do it.
A lot of traffic.
Man, these...
It is Friday, but damn, dude, I mean, there's a lot of traffic.
Riding these LA freeways is not fun to me. I mean, you gotta be on point like all the time. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys. For you guys that live in LA, I don't know if it's kudos to you or it sucks to be you, because the shit riding out here, man. I like where I'm from, where I can like jump on the freeway and in 5 minutes I could be up inside of a hill. All right, guys, so we just got over here to Vertical Cycles and American Suspension. Joe and I are gonna get a shop tour. What's your name, bud?
I'm Vince Costa, and this is American Suspension. So we want to walk through the shop, give you a little tour of what we got going here.
We rode down here an hour and a half through traffic of butthole to get down here. So I want the shop tour. I want the good tour.
Okay. Because this is really where it all starts. You look up there. Okay. See all that? Those are motorcycles. They just need a little bit of work.
There you go. So something like this could be a peg or something, possibly.
Could be all kinds of stuff. So we start out like what this gentleman is doing. Runs these tubes down here, puts them in there an automatic saw. It's all solid American billet.
This is all solid right here. There's no holes.
Well, it's got to say 6061. You need to look for that.
That's where everything starts. And then if we come down over here, we'll actually see, when you look down here, this is where we actually make stuff. And I'll show you if you want to come down to the other machine. Start out as a solid block, the machine, the first operation.
So this all comes out as one block, guys. This is all one block right here.
Yeah.
And this is what the machine's down to. You know how nice and clean that is?
Now the key here is when this is made, so all of these bores are all made during the same setup. So that eliminates inaccuracy.
So that's made out of this machine here, guys. Look at all those drill bits, different sizes.
So that all starts there. This machine here for the final operations. It starts out like that block, then it goes.
Oh,
and
it's getting the edges.
all the
Like
edges
that one
and
has
all
the little squares and
yeah,
stuff on it.
yeah, the complete shape.
Okay, so the other one, guys, where you saw that it was kind of had the square parts on it, you could see all this stuff drilled out, and you could see all this stuff drilled out and everything, but there was little blocks on it and stuff. After coming into this machine here, as you can see right here, you can see right there that it's kind of cleaning up and shaping it and forming the actual piece itself.
It's like this holds our tank or our air tank on our air system. So the triple trees are made in a similar way.
Those are just, and that's just out of one block.
That's out of one solid block.
This was one block at one point. Hey, let me tell you what, man, if you like garage stuff, this is like heaven in here, boy. It's like kid in a candy store type of stuff, man. I ain't even lying. I mean, the stuff that's just done, all these tools, I mean, there's probably millions of dollars worth of tools in here.
So this is the first operation. This is for the bolt-on neck. So we get this operation done in here and then flip them, drill the holes, and then from here it goes to that machine. And then on that machine we finish the second up. We put the rake on the forks and all that.
This came from that.
Yeah,
That's
that
all.
chunk. Yeah.
So that chunk of metal is basically going to turn into what we just saw right now.
Yeah.
And how long does this take to kind of mill out a product to go from that to one of those?
Like about an hour and a half.
Each piece.
Yeah, from first operation to second operation. We only do 2 operations on.
And then, but each one of these that we're looking at has about an hour and a half of cut time.
Right. Start to
Of
finish.
each one of them, start to
Each
finish.
one.
Yeah.
So it
This
starts
is one
out like
step.
this, all right? And it goes on the machine. It goes over here to that machine.
Okay.
We go
And the
over
other
that
one is just a trim.
And then on the other one, we
There's more,
we
okay.
do the finish, drill the pinch bolts, the bores.
Let's go to the next machine then. Can we bring that one with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on.
Oh,
It's pretty much like this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see.
It's pretty much like this, and then once it cuts like all the grip, and
And then
then
this one is already tooled and everything for you to cut the second piece of it.
Yeah.
Right.
The second portion of it out then.
yeah.
Okay.
operation. Then when it comes out, it's like this, and then it's ready to
Okay.
anodize.
We spend a lot of time on design. I mean, Fernando, how many times have we had a conversation at 3 in the morning?
Oh yeah,
Right?
the one that it goes with that piece.
Okay.
So this one gets done on the lathe. So we have the first operation where we drill.
And this is what it starts as here then.
Yeah. Well, this is
Even less because this is already prepped inside of it then.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a chunk of aluminum, and then drill it out, bore them, do the finish on the inside. The finish on the inside has to be like really, really clean, you know, like mirror, like glass finish, you know, because that's where you have your steel, the bushings working in and out. And then from here, put it on another machine and then turn it between centers so that we can put the thread, the grooves, and then this is for the fender brackets or the fork brace.
These kind of ribbed areas right inside of here.
Yeah, and then we have a special tool to do the finish on the outside too.
Okay.
That way we minimize, you know, like instead of sending it out to polish and another process. And then from there,
And there's how it comes all together right there.
yeah, thread it all the way, pass an O-ring, and then from here, you need to send it out to anodize, comes back, raise the logo.
Beautiful piece, man. So basically, where we came from, this is what it'll turn out to be when it's all put together, right?
Right. So this is our Mach 7.
So this right here is it all what we just walked out of the machine shop of it. This is basically in essence what it bolts up, what it's ready to slide up into. on the trees. That's the finished product. This is what Fernando was talking about with anodizing or different color options from what we saw over there. It's kind of cool. I like how it does that.
It's nice.
Yeah. And hold on, let me point something out. What does that say?
Made in USA.
That's important. So you can kind of see it here on a bike as well. This is what it would look like on a bike. You know, kind of all put together. This one was an example of the blue. You know, different types of looks to it, but you have a low rebound, high rebound, low compression, high compression. So the way that this thing's just been engineered is basically all the oil now flows through here when you're traveling, so that you can control the flow of it, whether it's fast, low, compression. This is where all of your engineering is kind of put into right here. And of course, it's always like he's mentioned, like he's been stressing, because it is the absolute truth. Suspension is all about geometry. Brennan, I'm excited for you about this, man. For those of you guys that don't know, this is Brennan Bautista's, our boy from Santa Barbara, proud 805. Brennan Bautista is going to be tearing this thing up over at Chopper Fest. These guys are putting this together for him over here, so this will be out there at Chopper Fest for sure. But Brennan, I'm stoked for you, man. I'm excited for you. I'm getting excited about these Nightster to see a lot of cool people posting about them and starting to, you know, it's kind of becoming a platform. You had to take some people to jump in and go, I'm going to build something nice. Water cooled.
So we're talking about if the shock is made for you, and all of our stuff is made for you. If you're going to buy a shock, tell me, hey, I weigh 195 pounds. I'm a road racer. I will be running at these racetracks. Or you call me and you say, I'm a beginner rider. I'll be riding on the freeway. Sometimes my wife is on the back, and we'll adjust it for that. No matter who you are, what your level, what your ability, the setup for you is the setup for you. And just because I say this is the setup for me and this is what you should have, may not be. Yep. So that's why we stress getting it right for each individual rider, getting it so that they can adjust it with the adjusters.
Is this an air ride style shock here?
Yeah, this is the P49. Yeah, and all billet, so we don't have airbags on this one. So this is not the Corvette shock with the airbag on it.
Yeah. Is this a little air tank too that you got? Like a little reserve air tank on it too? Yeah.
Well, it's for the fast stop, and it's also the...
But it's a compressor and a tank, looks like, all built into one.
Yep.
45 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
Ugga-dugga.
He's been doing it a while.
He's been doing, yeah, well, you know how many ugga-duggas it needs when you've been doing it for a while, man.
Yeah.
The right way is torque it, but if you know, I know how much, it's this many ugga-duggas.
Yeah.
All right, so we stole our bikes, and now we're gonna go give them a test rip. Joe's bouncing around. Let's go give these things a rip. How's it feel? Give it a go. All right, so this one is basically like set up for their stunt riding right here. It's pretty tall. It's pretty tall, huh? This one's got some good getup. This one's set up for their stunt riding. Yeah, it's got the little mini. It's got front and rear brake. Oh shit, I didn't even realize they had that on there. Oh, it's that.
Dude, this thing's pretty nasty.
I think I want to buy a soft tail.
Dude, that thing is comfy, huh? Bro, that thing is smooth right there.
I mean, I curbed, you know, you guys said test the suspension, so I went up the curb a little bit and rode it on the, and it feels good, man. That thing, we swapped halfway, and he rode this one back, and I rode that one, and I'm like, oh man, just
Yeah,
that thing. We both got on that thing, and we both started just like hitting back and forth, just
yeah. This one is comfy, but you can tell it's a little stiffer. You can tell you for a different setup.
Yeah.
But this thing, man, is just like, I feel like you could barrel this thing into a freaking corner doing like 90, dude, and just lay it down and just ride through it, dude.
definitely set up for what you said.
For stunt.
Yeah, this is more of a stunt bike.
Sure.
It's got the dual caliper rear. It's a stunt bike.
It's got a handbrake and
Yeah, I didn't even notice the rear handbrake on it until we swapped, and I'm like, he's like, oh, it's got a rear handbrake. I'm like, oh shit, it does, man.
Yeah. I didn't want to tell him because I didn't want him doing like no hander wheelies and shit. You know what I mean? So.
All right, these guys let us use their bike, and I think I am about to buy a Softail. Joe and I got to ride all of their bikes actually, but I got on this one here, and it has their full suspension, front, rear, for a Softail. And Joe and I both were like, this feels really good. This was nimble, felt just cush, huh?
Yeah, that thing
felt
felt
good.
very plush ride, man. Very plush ride.
You guys got a cool place, man. Thank you guys very much for kind of opening up the doors and kind of inviting us. Yeah, we're very thankful to be able to like have friends like you guys to be able to just open up the doors, let us in, come down, check it out. We know not everybody gets to see this type of stuff. For the people that follow us and stuff, this is like this is the behind the scenes when they see the glitz and the glam and all the stuff on the bike. When people start to make the connection of the process that it takes, that's when you really like you make the connection with the product. You understand the product. We thank you for bringing us down here, man, and letting us be who we are here with you guys today, man. Ride your bikes, open up your shop, explain the stuff, and be open about it, you know.
Hey, you know, this is what it all comes down to, is getting to ride the bikes. We're all here because we want to go ride the bike.
All the time and effort, the engineering, the designing, the research, the 3 a.m. morning phone calls and all that stuff. It all boils down to what we just experienced in the final product of this right here. All your work and all your labor going into me coming back and going,
It's a
feels
passion,
good.
man. I mean, we're passionate about it. I mean, I love machining and I love designing and working on bikes. And Vince, he's a great engineer. Like those brakes. I mean, it was just an idea and then turned into like a pencil sketch, 3D model, and then we printed it, make the first prototype, put it on the bike, test it. And then we had Rebel D, and then he did the first stopping here on a Dyna.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where this was?
Yeah,
That was right here. We're
right
just
here.
like, stoppy on the Dyna.
I mean, every day, you know, like I'm learning from him, and he's always telling me about like this math and the whole thing, and like how fluid works and all that. I mean, it's a lot easy to make accessories, you know, like pegs, floorboards, like all that kind of stuff. But when you get into like the moving parts, and then the strength of the bolts and the materials, like stress analysis and all that stuff. I mean, I couldn't do anything without him, you know.
Good partnership, man.
But again, we're a team.
Absolutely.
Everything that
Joe and I
goes
say
on,
the same, man.
we have a very strong team.
Yeah.
You know,
TR wouldn't be
And
what it
that's-
is without Joe. It wouldn't be what it is without me. And, you know, American Suspension wouldn't be what it is without the two of you guys working at it together, man. Good deal, man. Well, tell them where you can find them at. Tell them where they can find you, how they can get a hold of you at least, you know, to hear all this stuff.
AmericanSuspension.com.
Okay.
Also, verticalcycles.com is where all of the accessories and the style parts are. So if you go, and American Suspension Racing is specifically all of the high performance part.
Well, you guys know where to find them now. We're thank you guys again very much. We're gonna go get something to eat. Aren't we hungry? We hungry.
Thank you guys for the support, you know, with the toy run, and then
sure.
with the, you know, with the Chopper Fest thing going on, man. Appreciate you guys always supporting as well, man.
Yeah.
So American Suspension, Vertical Cycles, make sure to give them a follow. All right, now we need to eat. Fucking hungry. Joe's got a taco spot, so we're on our way back home. We're gonna go grab some tacos right now. About 20, 30 minutes away, get a little ride in. Let's go get some friggin' tacos. That was a fun little ride.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say I had a little bit more fun on this one because I was just kind of zoned in, and I knew I only had to be locked in for about 15 minutes, where I was just like dipping through the traffic and but you know what though, man, you got to be locked in.
Oh,
you got to be locked in. All right, Joe brought us our taco spot today, and when he showed me the Instagram, I'm like, bomb, looks freaking bomb, looks amazing, and it looked like it was in like styrofoam things, and I was thinking it was just this little like
Hole in the wall.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a hole in the wall, and then we pull up, and I'm like, damn, Joe, this thing's got fancy chandeliers and a nice patio outside. I'm like, whoa, this is fancy.
But you walk in, there's nobody taking your order. You literally order your food, and it's simple. It's tacos, burritos, quesadillas. Boom.
It's almost for my hole in the wall.
So we'll see.
All right, let's find out. So you order like that. And then I guess you just pick up over here, but look at it. I was all, damn, Joe, it's all fancy in here.
Let's see what
So this is what Joe wanted, man. They're wrapped up exactly like they anticipated. They're loaded with cheese. This one's got beans and I think chorizo in it, packed with cheese. And they got these sauces right here to dip them in. They got green and red.
I should have asked them for the onions. That's what I forgot.
Are you no salsa in it? You're going straight dry? Raw dogging it first?
Let's put it first, man.
See that? Okay. Which one did you get?
I don't know. It's like beans.
This is the one we got the 4 of. It was beans and chorizo. I use a little salsa. Loaded with stuff. Okay. It is packed full of stuff, beans and cheese. I mean, packed. I would give this one like a 6.3. All right, Joe. Oh, Joe with the onions. All right, so I gave on a 1 to 10. I gave my rating right now.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
On a 1 to 10, I gave my rating. I won't tell you what mine. I did now put a little salsa in it. On a 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it for a hard shell white people taco.
Because that's what this is.
That's what it is. I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
But with the salsa, I'm gonna give it about a 7.5.
Oh, you
green
bumped
salsa.
You bumped it up a lot.
Yeah, we got green salsa, dude.
I did try this.
I'll tell you what, salsa is a big key, I think.
I'm gonna try this one. But look, I gave it a 6.3 with the salsa. You gave it a lot of extra.
What salsa?
You gave it
What
a lot of
salsa
extra.
did you get?
The green one? Because it was too dry. Or no, this one has onions, which I didn't know because I don't want.
Those are lemon onions.
I'm not a giant onion person.
Now, we got 10 tacos.
I don't know what this has, to be honest. I do like the onions in this one, though. I don't usually like raw onions.
I like the green salsa better. I like how much cheese they put on it.
Because it's a lot.
I like the cheese.
I did like the lemon onions, though. I'm not a fan of onions. Those ones are very lemony. To give it a good, they're good. They're good. Just the cheese and an onion. And it's so doused in lemon and shit that I'm like, you barely even taste the onion. Okay, now what would you give the other one you just had? That one I like with the lemon, so I would have given that one probably like a 7.4 with the onions.
Yeah.
The onions gave it a deal. This one's like super hearty.
I could do it.
Yeah, let me try to put a little onion on it. Surprisingly, I did not think I would like the onions. I very much do like the onions. And it's probably because they don't taste anything like onions. All right, Joe. So overall, what'd you think of what'd you think of Chuy's Tacos Dorados?
But in overall, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from just the taco side of it, I'd give it a little more. I would give it a overall 5.6. I mean, it was a big fat thick taco. It was greasy, but it wasn't like legit like tacos.
No.
Just my opinion.
I make better white tacos.
Although I am white. It was white people's tacos, man. It's white people's tacos. But they weren't bad white people's tacos.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were actually good white people's tacos, which is why I'm giving it a 5.6.
I would say I was expecting more. So you know when you're expecting something and you come in, it's just like, golly, man, I was expecting something bigger. So
this is a lesson learned. Don't just go by what the Instagram looks like.
yeah. You know, good. Well, they actually look like the Instagram pictures.
They did look like the Instagram picture. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We're heading back home now. That was our day over at Vertical Cycles. It was a good time. We're looking forward to continuing to work with them. Check out their stuff, Vertical Cycles and American Suspension. We're going to hang out with them over at Chopper Fest. Thanks for guys for tuning in. We're riding home. What do we got? About an hour out?
Hour and 50.
About an hour and out. 53 miles, and Joe will not be able to make it because of his thing's running so rich.
I'll get gas and Pyru.
Jeez. All right, guys. Later.